I don't know how to start a YouTube video, so we're going to get straight to the point. I'm going to show you how to turn your Lightroom presets into LUTs that you can use like this on your phone, load into your camera, or use them in your editing software. First things first, you want to go to lutcreator.js. I'll drop a link to it in the video description, and you want to download the HALD file, HALD, H-A-L-D. You want to download the 64, which is more than enough. That'll drop that into there, and then literally just drag it straight into Lightroom, let it import. Quick caveat, I'm using Lightroom Classic because I think it's the better version, but we're not going to debate that. It might vary slightly if you're using Lightroom Cloud or whatever it is, but hopefully it should still make sense. So head over to develop. I'm not going to pretend to understand the ins and outs of all of this, but it basically just takes the color adjustments and changes from your presets, applies them to this file, cross-references it, and spits the difference out as a LUT. So these are my current presets, and the reason that some of them are grayed out is just because there's a missing color profile, but they'll still work absolutely fine. So if I click on, let's do classic film. So the reason that it looks a bit mangled at the moment is because there's grain in my preset, which is a property it can't copy. So important thing here is you want to go Command-C or Control-C, I suppose if you're on Windows. You can only select a certain amount of these settings. So you can do treatment and profile, all of basic, all of curve, all of color mixer, all of color grading. So turn off detail, turn off lens correction, turn off transform. Basically all of these. I think you can have those on, but for now we're just going to turn them off to be safe. So basically, yeah, all you should have selected is what I've got here. So now copy that, then reset and paste. So just to recap, because that might have been a bit confusing, I basically applied my preset, then copied the settings from that preset that the conversion allows you to use, reset it, and then pasted them back on, which I get is a bit convoluted, but it's just kind of how it works. So from here, we now just export. We'll just call it HALD. And then it has to be either, I think it's a PNG or 100% JPEG, but again, we'll just do PNG for now. If I export that, I've already got one, so we'll just use unique names. Then come back to the website, click Convert to Cube, and we'll just click on that. And any second now, there you go. So it's now just created a LUT for us. So I've just renamed it and added it to my LUT folder in DaVinci. So you can see now, if I were to drag that on, it's going to look really weird because this is obviously still log footage. Before you do that, you add a color space transform. Now, if you're using Premiere or Final Cut or anything else, you've probably got a conversion LUT. So just put that upstream, but we're going to be doing it in DaVinci just because that's how I know to do things. So this was DJI footage. So we go DJI D-Gamut, D-Log, and then Rec 709, Gamma 2.4. Cool. So that's brought that back. And then now if we drag it on, so you can see before and after. Now, personally, I would probably bring that down one stop. Yeah, that's probably about right. So then again, that's just the footage converted and kind of fairly balanced out on the scopes. Yeah, that's about fine. In fairness, I'll probably bring that down to minus 1.5, about there. And then that is now with our preset, which is now a LUT applied. And again, from here, now just generate LUT, 33 point cube, and I can name that test LUT. So that's pretty much the process, start to finish. Now that you've got that LUT, you can do whatever you want with it. You can obviously add it into your editing software to use when you're editing. You can add it onto your phone. So for this one, I created it with D-Log footage and a D-Log conversion. If I was going to do it for my phone, I'd do it with Apple Log. But you can add it to the Blackmagic camera app, Moment camera app, Filmic Pro, I think. There's probably a couple of other ones out there. For this one, for example, for DJI footage, you can add it onto the Mimo app. If your camera supports inbuilt LUTs, you can add it directly to your camera. So for my Sony, for example, I can add it on and then view it in there. Okay, so I think that is pretty much us done. I hope that helps.